Ron, another question from a member. Here we go. How do you ask what you want to your higher self? And with that, how do I practice listening to the spirit when they message me?
There's there's nothing specific about a higher self that's more important. If I wanted to talk to grandfather, Chinese grandfather, I can do that. Or Saint Germain, Sananda, any one of them, are just want to come in and talk to you. So addressing who you want to talk to is a good thing. Ask the question. Now, this is let me. This is not normal. People think you ask a question, you get an answer. Um, the answers come like Q talks in his Q drops. Oftentimes they're encrypted because it depends on who you are and how much the dark side is looking towards getting info from listening to your telephone calls. I my phone calls are kind of messed up because one person had something about Google phone security and is answering this phone call. Had to call back. But those are the kinds of things that we have to concern ourselves with. Um, when I have an event happens to me and I want to know how this event affects me, I just ask and it starts a conversation and it's back and forth. Well, how do you feel about it? Well, I feel such and such. Okay, have you thought this thing through? Or is that your first knee jerk reaction? Well, I feel like I've thought it through. And so when they start asking those kinds of questions, I know that I don't have the right idea. And they're kind of helping me through the conversations to come up to where I can understand why things took place. That's what our mission statement is about. So, um, what is so and so a good person? You won't get an answer from that. They won't disparage somebody. They want to know how you feel about it, and then they can give you confirmation. And so that's one thing you have to learn how to do is communicate and talk about things. Um, they're not it isn't a call up and ask a question. It's a conversation. This is a person. Your higher self is is the one that's so important to you in your life. Your higher self is the one that's beating your heart, doing all. It's your inner guidance system. That's the thought processes that come to you from your higher self. This is all a structure that everybody has. So you can do the stillness, quiet your mind, and start thinking about things, and invite the spirit to communicate with you. And how does that? Now you're going to think it's a imagination at first, and then you'll realize um, that the imagination is communicating to you what they're wanting you to know. So it's not the imagination going off on its own. That's where people mess up. They don't believe that it's imagination. Einstein uses imagination all the time. Without that, he couldn't do his work because the spirit comes through the imagination. So do not, and we are told that was stupid. You shouldn't do that as a child or as you're growing up. You're just using your imagination. Well, for heaven's sakes, that's what I'm supposed to be using. So don't dismiss this from what the cabal conditioning of our parents and for us are concerned. Um, it's inappropriate. So when you ask the question, then be calm and be peaceful. You can't tell them and say, "Why the hell did that happen to me?" No, that's not the way you approach it. It's in love and kindness and respect, and you'll eventually, if you're calm and peaceful, you will start hearing, and it's not screaming in your ear. It just comes into your inner ear, and you'll find the peace with it that comes with it. One of the most important things that I was taught when it first started happening is how much I'm loved, how much I'm appreciated, how much they honor and respect me for coming down and working in hell so that I can have the experience of what hell is like. And I think that that's what's happening here on this earth. Doesn't get any worse than this. No, doesn't. So I hope that helps. I wish I was better at it, but just a learning experience. Each person will be different, could be different, but each person can do it. That's an important thing to know.
Very good, Ron.
So,
Thank you so much for your answer there, and we will be right back with another question.
okay.